Hello and hi everyone. Welcome to the BIM content channel. In this video, I am going to demonstrate how to create a rebar shape family for a shape code 15 as per BS8666 2020 because in Revit default shape code 15 family is not properly working. So we are going to show you how to create a customized family for that. Now I am using a Revit version 2020. In this, to create a rebar shape, first we'll need a host for the any rebar shape family. Any rebar shapes, we need a host. So for that, first I'm creating a host, say any kind of a slab or a foundation slab, whatever you can create. But there should be a structural element which can host a rebar. Okay, so I'm just making one small slab. Okay, okay. Now, if you when you create a rebar, first you select the slabs, select any structural element for the whichever you're going to prepare a rebar for it. So select the structural element, and then you immediately will see a pop-up here in the ribbon rebar. Otherwise, if you want to, you can go to structure tab, and here you can select a rebar. Before that, for any structural element, we need to assign a cover for it. So for that, you need to edit a cover here. You can select and you can assign any cover whatever you want, or if you have any default cover in this particular project, you can go to rebar cover settings in the same structural rebar tab. Go to rebar cover settings here. Say if your slab is say 50 cover, just edit it. If you want to add, you can add a cover, and you can say 40 whatever. So it depends on your settings, the project standards, whatever the structural requirement, you can add a cover here. Okay, so now I'll select the structure, and here also in properties you will have an option to assign a cover. So I'm assigning 50 cover for all the sides. Okay, so now I'm going to draw a shape code 15. So I'm selecting a rebar shape definitions are not loaded, so I'm just giving okay. So I want to load it now. So I'm loading the rebar shapes. If you usually it will comes with the package of the Revit. So in Revit 2020 libraries 2022, each version has the package. So I'm taking it from here. So this is a shape code 15. It's a predefined shape. It's a existing in your Revit package mostly available. So I'm just loading this. Yeah, so now the family is loaded. So now it is asking me, if you see here, click within a valid rebar host to place a rebar. So it's asking for the valid host, and it's now showing we can't select the symbol. You can see the mouse symbol because it's not in the current work plane, it won't accept. So I'm selecting a near cover reference. Now you can see the if you go near the any structural member, it will show you the cover reference line. If you see if I move the cursor over the structural element, I can see a cover reference line here. So now this is a rebar shape 15 I have loaded, so I am just clicking on it. Okay, because it's visibility issues are there, so what I will do is I'll just make sure which view I have drawn the rebar shapes. So I'm just here, I go to visibility graphics, go to view, visibility graphics. In this we'll check whether structural rebars are switched on. Yes, it is switched on, and but still we can't see here. We are not seeing here. Okay, here I can't see. So the issue is I'm using the floor plan. So floor plan is architectural plan. Here you can't see the structural rebars. So I'm opening the structural plan. So here if I select, yeah, you see you can see the rebar because the detail level, and will make it fine, and I will make it a wireframe so I can see the rebar here. Now if you select this rebar, there's a shape code 15, you will have these values, but you can't customize the angle here. But shape code 15 does not limit to particular angle. It has from 90 to 180 degree. It should be within 19 to 90 to 180 degree. We can be use this rebar, but in this we can't edit in the Revit. It won't allow you to change the shape. See, if I change the shape in the shape code, it loses its the main family. It creates a new family now. If I edit the shape, it's a rebar shape 1. Yeah, so it's created a new shape family for it. Again, if you want, if you again I want to change it to some other shape, so if I'm just copying it now, I'm just placing it here, and again I'm editing the sketch to give a different angle. Try just click it and give accept. If you see here, again it's a rebar shape. If you see the angle for the bar, each one is different. How the Revit places here, for each angle it creates a different family. You can see it. Yeah, so to avoid this, usually what BS8666 gives you, each whatever the angle it fits, 90 to 180, it comes with the same shape code 15. So how we are going to do that? So first, you already have a created family, so just click it. You can edit the family, or you have a predefined family which is loaded here. You can go to the structure rebar family in the project browser. Project browser will be available in view project browser. You can select it in the family. You can go to structural rebar shape. It's a 15 here. Right click here and then edit. What I'm going to do is simply just add one parameter. It will make work for all the angle. See here we have A, B, C, but as per its code BS8666 2020 version, we need to have 4 values: A, B, C, and D. That one value is missing here, so that parameter I am going to add it. I'm just going to parameterize that. Now, whenever you give a parameter for the rebar shape family, you should not select this the center line of reference plane. You should select the rebar shape reference, and if I see here, this should be selected. Okay, here you can select this end. Click here. I'm going to make this as a parameter D, but still you can't load this shape into the project because you have added a parameter, but there is an error. If you see here, there is a warning symbol here. You can't add a parameter assigned to the dimension has no value defined. That means you have assigned the parameter, but if you go to the rebar shape parameters, here the D value doesn't have any values. Usually in our other families in Revit, it can be different. When you select a dimension, the dimension will automatically take into the family parameters, but here in the rebar shape family won't work in that way. So here you have to manually enter the value. If I'm saying, so whatever the value you are seeing here, the same value you can add it. Okay, just give. So now A, B, C, D, yeah. So once it's updated, now you can see the shape status is fine, is enabled now, is cleared with error, and now you can load into a project. Option is popped up, so I'm just loading it. Always you in the rebar shape families, always try to use override the existing version. Don't override the existing version and its parameter values, because when you override the parameter values, sometimes the same value whatever in the family it applies here. Sometimes it happens. So I'm just going with override existing version. Yeah, so now it is loaded. So I'm going to create a new rebar again here. Go to structure tab, structure reinforcement rebar. I'm selecting the shape code 15. Okay, now you can just click here, and if you select, you can now see the shape code 15. I'm going to edit sketch. I'm going to change its angle. Give OK. Again, if you say it's 15, you might have seen the previously when I change the angle, it creates a new family. But now whatever the angle you can do in this way, you can just change the angle according to your structure requirement or structural shapes. You can change it and modify it. See, all the parameters are done. A, B, C, D is done, and length of the bar is calculated. So this is how you have to create a rebar shape family 15. If you want to create a new rebar shape family, you can see another video. Thank you.